Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps? Paimon's just being enthusiastic.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent
Don't worry about that. We were...
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary... But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial...
That does sound like a tricky...
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to There are only a few days left until the performance.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any...
If you're interested in helping, why not... Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help...
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks... Paimon approves! Let's go! Hello there! Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two! Are you
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals.
I see. It's okay. I knew that asking if we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. That's the thing. We're not some... All our sets and props are very crude. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have...
Disband? You're splitting up...
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell... One last show. And after that, nobody wants things to just... fizzle out. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with it. The show just won't be the same without her. But...
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. What if we sponsored...
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Good point. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... That's how you know we're the best. She's really good at performing, and she was once super...
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous. Her! You're...
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name... But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, she's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think... Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean, I'm sure everyone in our troupe is probably... Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested.
No point in stressing about that. Besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to...
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just...
Wait, where does Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in London.
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Woo! When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to... It is my duty to support commissioners in any...
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina.
I can't believe there's...
Try not to worry. May I pour you a glass of water?
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She Not that there's anything wrong with this place.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Ah! Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time.
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be... Yeah, exactly! With the traveler... Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
My help?
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific and...
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then... So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so... I see. After all, I was once the brightest star in all... But, given the present circumstances...
How come? It sounds like this would be a...
True, but I have made a decision to retire from this. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon. Centuries of pretending to be a different person. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill...
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else? Do you know any other actors who might be interested in...
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Since I'm just an ordinary person now. They'll probably just laugh in my face. True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for...
Well, is there anything else we can do?
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so...
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now.
Toodaloo,
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now. Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you...
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now?
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the... Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to
Sorry, I was just dealing...
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it.
I see. Well, you see, our leading lady has just informed me that...
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then. Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a...
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with...
Only joking, calm down. Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains.
Look, there's no point. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it?
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from... I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself...
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on. Sure.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items. All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help...
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a...
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you met. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position, and all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions. I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly... But in any case, it sounds...
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help.
There's no need to think like that, and no need to keep addressing me as... I was wondering, if this troupe is so... If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe.
We all want to believe that, but everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artist.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all... But still...
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get... She rallied many people around her who were destitute. People loved our performances back then.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, none of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. It's agonizing. But ultimately...
Oh.
What a terrible waste. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show...
Yes, exactly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here.
Furina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the bound. I can, however, provide some artistic guide, but only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though.
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the opera epiclet. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human What about all the unresolved emotions of the parties? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things...
Still a fan of your old dramatic mom? You just want to get back in on the act.
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's...
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss... All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice.
Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting our production. These two over here are the ones that made it possible.
You bet! That was the trial of...
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice?
Oh, please don't mention it.
So, you were saying?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete.
Wait, but if it's not finished...
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid. She longed to live just like any other human. But one day, her true identity...
So far, so good.
And that's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending.
By true to life, you mean the
Yeah, like they said, but then there's the question of whether we really want to use this.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some. And one last thing. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus. The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance.
Although, now that we.
What opportunity?
Maybe you're unaware.
Our director was constantly singing your praises.
Oh, stop. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about. But one by one, all the obstacles.
Makes sense. Okay, he went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that.
Yeah, maybe he could use.
Poisson. Nothing. I suppose my presence will be in. So allons-y. To Poisson!
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the...
You came all the way here for...
Alright. Forget that for now.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay?
Okay then.
So, as expected, he's missed.
The ending is one of the most even once he's done, it isn't final until.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are.
I was wondering.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. Get over here, you!
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may—
I'm sorry to hear that.
Please, must our conversations take such— We all have painful memories. And if you're trying to make a new start,
Thank you for your words of comfort. But for now, at least, I think I should
It's okay. These things take time, which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that to avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means—
That's so thoughtful of you, Nav.
Well, what do you expect? Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with,